Hi friends, this is Mrs. Trainer, and today we're going to be looking at an I Spy about Henry Ford. Henry Ford goes with our objectives because he was an inventor and an entrepreneur. So he is someone that started a business and also invented a new way to do things. So let's go ahead and read over the I Spy. It says, Henry Ford was born in Michigan. As a young child, he liked to take things apart to see how they worked. In 1896, he made his first horseless carriage, and in 1903, he founded the Ford Motor Company. The first Model T Ford was built in 1908. Ford came up with an idea called the assembly line, in which cars moved along a conveyor belt, with workers adding parts at different places along the way. Ford's assembly line method allowed him to build cars quickly and inexpensively. By 1914, a Model T was completed every 24 minutes and cost less than $500. Ford also improved conditions for the workers in his factories by raising their wages and shortening their working hours. Ford's innovations led to a national highway system, traffic safety laws, and much more. Ford became very wealthy and used his money to establish a museum and fund many worthy projects. So I know here I can use this text feature to tell me that when he was born and when he died. I know that he was born in Michigan. When he was a young child, I know that he liked to take things apart. And then I know that he started the Ford Motor Company, and he created and built the first Model T Ford. And then he came up with an idea of a way to make the cars more quickly. And so that's how he came up with the assembly line. So your questions here say, one, tell two facts that you learned about Henry Ford. So a fact about Henry Ford has to be something from the text that you can prove. So it's not just something that you think about him or an opinion that you have about him. It's a fact that you can prove from the text. And then this says, what impact did this person's accomplishments have on their community? So how did Henry Ford make the world a better place? What did he do to make the world better, or to make his community better? And then write 3 interview questions that you would like to ask Henry Ford. In the past, I have had students try to ask things like, when were you born? Well, this already tells you that. When did you die? This already tells you that. What state were you born in? This already tells you that. So you need to come up with 3 interview questions for Henry Ford that have not already been answered in the text. So this goes right along with your reading strategy where you are wondering about something. So if you've written anything around here that you're wondering, then that would be perfect to write for an interview question. And I noticed this says 1, 2, and then 4, 5, 6. I don't know what happened with question 3, but we'll just leave it like that. Answer the questions that are on here. And then on the back, there is a timeline of Henry Ford's life. So if yours doesn't have this, you can check with your teacher about that, or you could just draw it on here. But a timeline begins when they were born, and it ends when they die. And then it should have significant events on here to match the text. So you know when he was born, you know when he died from reading the text, and then there are other important things that the text tells us that he did. So you should be able to build that timeline from that. I hope that that was helpful for you as you learn about Henry Ford, and I hope that you have a great day. Thanks.